Okay, we're going to use the point slope form again, but this time we're going to take it just a step further. See, this time the difference between what we're going to do now and the last video is that we had a point and a slope. Well, here we're just given 2 points, and we have to write an equation that goes through those 2 points. We're missing the slope, but that's okay. If you remember from 3.2, we know how to find slope given 2 points. We're going to use this formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here's our 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, now we're going to find the slope. Let's go. M equals, let's see, 4 minus 6 over 1 minus negative 2, which equals, let's see, 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and 1 minus negative 2 is positive 3, negative 2/3. All right, so now we can use the point slope form, which is this equation here. And the cool thing about it is, you can use either of these 2 points because either one is going to work, but we might as well use the x1 and y1 that we first labeled. So let's try that. So we'll do y, and if you're unsure where any of these points come from, please let me know. So y minus y1, here's y1, it's 6. Y minus 6 equals m, here's the m that we just found, negative 2/3 times x minus negative 2. All right, so so now we're going to clean this up a little bit. Let's, because this is technically a linear equation, but this equation in this form, it doesn't really do us any good. We can't graph it easily. So we're going to put it into slope-intercept form and graph, and then we're going to put it into standard form as well. So I'm going to distribute. So negative 2/3 times x is negative 2/3 x. And keep in mind, minus negative 2, that's really just plus 2, right? Let's simplify what's in these parentheses first. So we get plus 2, and I'll distribute the negative 2/3 to the 2. So negative 2/3 times 2 gives me minus 4/3. And here I've got y minus 6, and then I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Keep in mind, when I add 6 to that negative 4/3 there, stop me if you have questions. When I add 6 to negative 4/3, I need to make 6 in the form of thirds. How many thirds would it take to make 6? Well, how about 18/3? All right, so y equals negative 2/3 x, and then negative 4/3 plus 18/3 is plus 14/3. Okay, there we go. So there's my equation in slope-intercept form. This is great for graphing. Let's put that in standard form. This one looks like it's going to be easier to graph in standard form because of the fractional y-intercept. So let's go ahead and put that in standard form. How can I do that? What if I multiplied everything by 3? Before they do that, let's label that this is slope-intercept. So this is slope-intercept. All right, cool. So now I'm going to multiply everything by 3. And that's going to clear out those fractions. So if I do that, I'll multiply by 3 on both sides. So I would get 3y equals 3 times negative 2 over 3. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 over 3 is minus 2x, or the 3 is going to cancel that 3. 3 times 14 is 42 divided by 3, which is 14. Or the 3's cancel, okay? And then so I have plus 14. So I have 3y equals minus 2x plus 14. I'm going to divide by 3. And I get y equals negative 2 over 3x plus, I'm sorry, what am I doing? Scratch that, go back. I'm going to try to remember to skip past that part. I didn't want to divide by 3. It's late in the day. I want standard form. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So I get 2x plus 3y equals 14, okay? All right, remember, we use standard form to find the x and y intercepts. So to find the x-intercept, I replace y with 0. I'm going to erase this earlier work so I have some room to write here. All right, so to find the x-intercept, I replace y with 0. That term will go away, so my x-intercept would be, let's see, if this term goes away and we divide by 2, my x equals 7. 7, 0. Y-intercept, I replace x with 0. And I'm left with just 3y equals 14, so that would be 0, 14 thirds. All right, so 14 divided by 3, well, let's see, 14 goes into, no, it doesn't go in evenly, but it'll go into 12 4 times evenly, so it would be 4 2/3. Another way to write 14 thirds is 4 2/3. That's going to help us graph because we're going to know exactly where in between the hash marks to put that intercept. So my x-intercept is 7, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My y-intercept is up 4 2/3, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2/3 is right about there. And then we have our line. What do you think? I would like you to try one. I'm going to give you one to try, and we'll see how we do. Thank you so much.